Tonight, when you close your eyes, you aren't just resting. You are practicing for your demise. To the ancient Greeks, sleep wasn't a sanctuary. It was a terrifying nightly rehearsal for the grave. We're unmasking the dark symmetry between Hypnos and Thanatos to reveal why your bed is closer to a coffin than you think. Before there was light, there was Nyx, not shadows, not moonlight, a force so absolute that even Zeus moved carefully around her. From her darkness came two sons, born together, sharing the same blood. Hypnos, Thanatos, sleep, death, not rivals, not enemies, brothers. Hesiod placed them in one house at the edge of the Underworld. No dawn reached that doorway, no rooster crowed there. One roof, shared equally. Think about what that means. Every night you drift off, you aren't visiting one god. You're stepping through a door that death also calls home. And the Greeks didn't see this as harmless. They saw it as exposure. A door left open every single night into a house shared with the thing that ends you. This wasn't abstraction. This was observation. Breath slowing, muscles going still, skin turning cold. Strip away the rise and fall of the chest, and a sleeping body looks unsettlingly like a corpse laid out for burial. They called it the little death. Not poetry, belief that something departed, that your soul wandered while you lay unconscious, with no guarantee it would find its way back. Modern rest is comfort, a reward. To the Greeks, closing your eyes was surrender, a nightly audition for the one exit none of us skip. And here's the part that should sit with you. They didn't see this as a distant fear reserved for the dying. They saw it as rehearsal, every night. Practice for a performance you cannot cancel. But if sleep is rehearsal, who's directing it? One twin doesn't just watch you drift off, he conquers you. And he's proven it once, against the last being in the universe who should ever have to surrender. Forget the winged healer sprinkling dust over tired eyes. That's a lie we tell children. Somewhere on Olympus, Hera needs something only one god can give her. She doesn't go to Ares. She doesn't go to Aphrodite. She goes to Hypnos. And Hypnos says no. He remembers. There was a first time. A time he isn't eager to repeat. He did this once before. Closed the eyes of the king of Olympus without permission. And when Zeus woke, something in heaven itself shook. Hypnos doesn't describe what happened next. He doesn't have to. He ran. Straight into the arms of his mother. Into the one shadow even Zeus refuses to enter. That's the only clue you get. A god of thunder, afraid of a doorway. Hera asks again anyway. And somewhere in that exchange, something changes his mind. Now picture it. The most powerful being in existence, sitting on his throne, utterly unaware that the conversation happening feet away is about him, about taking him. His eyes grow heavy. He doesn't fight it. He can't even see it coming. And then, nothing. Silence where a king used to be. For hours, Zeus is gone, not dead, not weak, just absent. Mind switched off by something smaller than him, older than him. Patient enough to wait for the right moment. If that can happen to Zeus, what do you think is happening to you tonight, the second your eyes close? Now meet the brother who doesn't ask. Hypnos visits nightly and lets you go. Thanatos comes once, no negotiation, no waking up from what he brings. Homer gave him a word the Greeks reserved for their most merciless forces. Iron-hearted, not cruel, worse. Indifferent. He doesn't hate you. He simply arrives, unmoved by pleading, wealth or power. Even Sisyphus, the cleverest mortal in the Greek imagination, once chained Thanatos and stopped death across the entire world. It didn't last. Iron doesn't bend to cleverness twice. Here's the realization the Greeks built their cosmology on. Sleep's comfort isn't an accident. It's a trap. Engineered by the closeness of these brothers to make the unbearable feel routine. If losing consciousness nightly feels normal, even pleasant, the final version won't feel so foreign either. Hypnos isn't just Death's twin. He's Death's scout. Every night he checks the terrain, lets you feel what surrender is, and lets you go. Until the night he doesn't have to, because his brother has already arrived to take his place. And here's what the Greeks understood that we've spent centuries forgetting. The twins were never opposites locked in some cosmic struggle. They were partners, one house, one purpose, preparing you night by night for the moment the gentle brother steps aside and lets the iron one through. That's not poetry, that's architecture. A rehearsal repeated thousands of times across a single life until the body forgets to be afraid of the thing it's been practicing for all along. So what does it mean that you walk into that house willingly every single night? That you hand over your awareness, your defenses, your will, to a god who once put Zeus himself to sleep, trusting blindly that his brother isn't the one waiting at the door this time. Maybe the ancients weren't being morbid. Maybe they were being honest about something we've buried under soft blankets and bedtime rituals. That comfort and mortality were never separate. That every peaceful night's rest was borrowed time, negotiated silently between two brothers who share everything, including, eventually, you. So here's the question I want you sitting with tonight, right before you close your eyes. If Hypnos and Thanatos really do share one house, one bloodline, one purpose, are you sleeping every night, or are you rehearsing? Tell me which one you believe down in the comments. I read every single one.